Some more big news coming in. Amit Shah tweets, and I quote, "The passage of two important bills related to agriculture in the parliament shows our unwavering determination to strengthen the overall development of our farmers and the agricultural sector. This is the beginning of an unprecedented era of development in India's agricultural sector." Here's Amit Shah now coming forward, the Home Minister, putting out a tweet in support of those bills, saying that the passage of two important bills related to agriculture in the parliament shows the government's unwavering support, determination, and this is only going to strengthen the overall development of farming community as well as the agricultural sector. Amit Shah goes on to say that this is the beginning of an unprecedented era of development in India's agricultural sector. Here, Amit Shah comes out, puts out his sentiment on Twitter and writes that the passage of these two important bills related to agriculture shows the government's unwavering determination and strength and support to the farming sector, to the farming community. He says that this is the beginning of an unprecedented era of development in India's agricultural sector. Let's quickly cut across to Rahul Srivastava joining us for more details on that. Rahul, you just spoke with Smriti Irani. She said that this is these protests by farmers are motivated by opposition parties. She says the government has time and again assured the farming community that minimum support price will be given. What more do you understand is the grouse of the opposition, of course, quite naturally, but that apart, the large farming community that even as we speak sit on protests?
Nabila, there is, it seems there is a lack of communication, even a lack of assurance, and also definitely a lack of consensus. I think the relationship between the government and the opposition has broken down beyond a point of recovery, it seems, right now. Largely, if we look at this bill, even not just the opposition, but even the BJP's own affiliates in the RSS, be it the Bharatiya Kisan Sangh or the Swadeshi Jagran Manch, they yesterday came out with statements that this bill, there is no need to be in a hurry. They can be sent to a parliamentary committee. There needs to be a guarantee as far as the MSP is concerned. Now, what the opposition is charging is that when the government promised in the constitutional amendment on GST that a compensation will be paid to states, that compensation they are not getting. So if there is no mention of a MSP guarantee in these bills, how is it that the farmers are going to get it in case there is a crisis? And that's where the government made it a point that it does not want to include a written assurance. What it is saying is that on the floor of the House or at various platforms, the Agriculture Minister and the government have made assurances that MSP will be guaranteed. In fact, ministers are saying very soon when the paddy crop comes, there will be a new MSP which will be announced. But the problem is that amidst all this political bickering and the ugly scenes which we saw inside is a poor farmer. It's a large constituency which political parties have largely treated as a vote bank. And it is the hunt for this vote bank or the major slice of this vote bank that is pushing the government against the opposition, government against the opposition against the government. And within the opposition also, Nabila, there is tremendous amount of friction. I think initially the Congress was leading the charge. It's a principal opposition party. But today when Trinamool Congress leaders went to the floor of the House, went till the chair of the chairman Raj Sabha, it was an attempt to project themselves as the principal drivers of this agitation against the bills. I think there is a lot of competitive politics happening. Now, within a few minutes, you are going to have a press conference by 6 top ministers in the government, led by Rajnath Singh, the Home Minister. The government has unleashed its own media blitz to ensure that the message about this bill reaches the public. The jury is out. What exactly the farmers will get all out of all of this.
So far, if you've got a sense, what was the tearing hurry for the bills to be passed so quickly is the question the opposition makes. What is the sense you've got from the government there?
You see, one, Nabila, there is a problem that it's a very short session and there is a huge backlog of bills, nearly 43 odd bills. The government has 23 odd which are called the imminent bills which have to pass. There are very few days. The second element is that the government wanted to pass this bill because by the time the paddy crop comes in and the farmers are promised MSP, it wants a real procurement to be happening under this new set of procurement laws compared to old APMC Mandi system. And that's why the government was keen that once this law becomes, this bills become a law now, it will get tested as far as the paddy crop is concerned. If one waits for the winter session of Parliament, that idea would have been over. So the government is trying to say that if people and farmers of this country have waited for 70 years for a independent free mechanism, the farmer can sell wherever they produce they want to. That kind of system has been in waiting for a very long time, and that's why one more day could not be wasted on it.
Rahul, thank you very much for joining us with those details on that. In just a little while, we're going to hear the Defence Minister addressing all of these concerns. Rajnath Singh is going to speak with the media 7:30 p.m. in just a little while from now.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.